All right, guys, welcome back to the Shots Fired podcast, where we will be doing our last preview of New Orleans versus the Rams. But before we get to that, we want to talk about a hot topic that happened this week involving DeMarcus Tank Lawrence and a New York Giants fan who's a kid.
The leader of the Hot Boys.
He didn't want to get his young man an autograph. I think, what was it, his father sent him over to get
His
an
mom.
autograph?
His mom pushed him.
Yeah, his mom pushed him over to
Set
get
him
an
up for
autograph.
failure right off the bat. First of all, you're at the Cowboys game. Your mom and dad are wearing all the New York gear.
All of it.
They got you dressed in that garbage.
In a Barkley jersey.
And then you're waiting outside the locker room or the exit of the locker room, I guess,
Yeah.
into the parking lot. Tank's ready to get on the little party bus. And they just shove you along like, hey, go get an autograph.
Go get him, Jonah. Go get him.
Trash. Set him up for failure right off the bat.
Yeah.
The kid kind of looks around like, yeah, what? What? He pulls out his pen and paper and he's like, hey, can you sign this? Tank looks at him like he's small. He gives him just a once over, and he's like, wrong jersey, kid. No autograph for you.
None whatsoever.
And keeps it pushing, bro. Just the little kid's there.
I mean,
and all that misery and embarrassment.
how do you feel about that?
First of all, I feel like it was a setup, man. You got these people filming.
Yeah, why? Yeah.
Why are you filming? Why are you waiting outside for the Cowboys when you're a New York Giants fan? Why are you sending your son to get a Cowboys autograph if you're a Giants fan? Unless you're like, oh, I'm a Tank Lawrence fan, then why don't you have Tank's jersey on? You know what I'm saying? I think he was justified. I mean, I go both ways on it. It's a kid, man. Kid wants an autograph. I get it. If he's wearing street clothes, it makes sense. I would have been more shocked if he was wearing just a t-shirt and some shorts or something. And Tank was like, hell no, I'm not giving you an autograph. Then that would have sucked. But at the same time, I look at it like, you're not a Cowboys fan. They owe you nothing. And that's what really pissed me off is the kid's dad had the nerve to call TMZ about it. He doesn't owe you an autograph. DeMarcus Lawrence said it himself. I sign autographs when I want to. It's my choice.
Yeah, he said the kid had the wrong jersey. I mean, I like his explanation. Like, my kids get told no.
Yeah.
Your kid's not exempt from getting told no. Like, you gonna hear no in life. So I
set you up for a success.
Yeah, like
for the real world.
Stop clout chasing. That's those filthy New York Giants.
That's it, bro. But that's legit, man. You know, as a dad, I got 4 kids, and I can honestly tell you, sometimes it sucks to have to tell your kids no, and then there's other times when you have to tell them because you can do it for them, but you want to make them understand that, hey, you got to earn something. You can't just
appreciate it.
Yeah, you can't just say yes to everything.
Right.
So you tell a kid no. Hey, I've been told no a lot in my life, a lot. All y'all girls that told me no, y'all know who y'all are. Mm-hmm. All these, people in the workplace that tell you no. Your boss tells you no. Your parents when you're coming up. I know my mom and dad told me no a lot. Now they also told me yes a lot, but it was pretty fairly balanced. You know what I'm saying? Like, That's just the reality of what it is. No is no.
That's what it is, man. That's been our hot take for this week's episode. We're gonna roll into our last preview, going into America's game of the week: the New Orleans Saints versus those Los Angeles Rams.
Is there a way we can get both of them to lose?
Man, hopefully.
Can they both lose?
At best, it'll end in a tie. But the way those offenses were last year, if they're anything like what they were last year, no ties.
I don't know, man. Right off the bat, I'm gonna tell you, I think the Rams win this game.
Really?
Yeah, and I think it's gonna be like.
Please tell me why.
Damn, son. I think it's going to be like a mid-30s kind of game. I think the Rams win just because I don't believe in that New Orleans defense.
Oh, wow.
I don't.
Wow.
And that's just real, man. That defense does not impress me. The other thing is, I think Todd Gurley's coming back this week with a purpose. They vultured 2 touchdowns from him. They gave it to Brown last week on the goal line. And it was looking kind of suspect, like, where the hell's Todd Gurley? Like, especially at the end of the game. Where's he at? He's not getting his workload. They treated him like we treated Zeke, and he was there for damn training camp.
I mean, dealing with that injury, man. I mean,
is he still not over it?
Obviously not. They giving him
Call
the
me,
ball to
bro.
Brown.
Call me and give me the 411.
You would think you want your star running back to get in the end zone, earn his payday, but I have to disagree with you, man.
Now he's the second highest paid.
Hell no. I cannot go with those New Orleans Rams.
New Orleans Rams.
I mean, damn, Los Angeles Rams. My God. That's how much I hate the Saints, too.
New Orleans Rams.
That's how much I hate the Saints. But I have to go with the Saints, man. You said you don't believe in their defense. Did you see that pass rush? Did you see that pass rush?
Who they played last week?
They played, I forget who they played, man. But Cam Jordan and those guys down there in the trenches, my God, they were getting after it. Like, it was, I despise New Orleans. But I can honestly say New Orleans is one of the 2 teams I can't stand, the second being Philly. But that defense, the back end may be questionable with Eli Apple, P.J. Williams. We've had some questionable things happen with the officiating. The Minnesota Miracle happened up in Minnesota a few years back.
They played the Texans last week.
Yeah, Houston. But you saw what they did to Deshaun Watson. Now,
Part of
that is because that offensive line in Houston is horrible.
Yes.
But
everybody does that to Deshaun Watson.
And I have to go with New Orleans, man. I think their offense is better than the Rams defense. And that says a lot, man. But
quite a bit.
But that offensive line,
Kamara didn't look as good.
But wait, that offensive line keeps Drew Brees upright, bro. He don't go down.
Do they keep him upright, or is he kind of getting to the point in his career where he's doing the Russell Wilson, Dak Prescott, boom, 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 like just kind of. They'll take a shot downfield, don't get me wrong, but they're not there 7-step drop. We're just slinging the ball around like deep every play.
No, they're not doing deep. They're not going deep every play, but man, their offense with what's the receiver?
Mike
Thomas. They got a good tight end, Alvin Kamara. Granted, they got rid of their second running back.
What was it, Jared Cook?
Yeah, still got Ted Ginn. He's their speed guy. They got some no-name pieces that's trying to make a name for themselves. But
Drew Brees' arm is not what it was before, man.
It's not, but he can still get the ball where it needs to be.
He can.
And I trust Drew Brees more than I trust Jared Goff.
Oh, that's
I trust Sean Payton more than I trust Sean McVay. Period. So to me, it's going to come down to what quarterback do you trust the most?
You trust Sean Payton more than McVay, even though Sean Payton called those trash plays in that playoff game last year?
He called those trash plays, man.
I mean, they don't just come up with those plays out of nowhere, making Drew Brees throw the ball when you can run the ball and keep
I brought that up. Like even after that terrible call, they had
time.
They had ample amount of opportunity to win that game.
And then what happened?
They threw the ball in the dirt.
Who threw the ball?
Drew Brees.
That's what I'm telling you.
Because of Sean Payton.
Yeah.
But tell me what happened to the Rams in the Super Bowl. Do you think that was bad karma for that bad officiating?
Man, I'll tell you what.
They put up 3 points.
Yeah, they did.
3 points. And I don't think Todd Gurley is what everybody thought he is.
I think they overpaid and he's hurt.
I don't trust Jared Goff. I mean, Sean McVay, he draws up nice plays, give you a lot of smoke and mirrors to do a simple run play up the middle, similar to what Sean Payton does down in New Orleans.
See, I consider the Rams like the Chiefs of the NFC.
Really?
Yeah, I kind of think they kind of have that same kind of explosiveness to them. You saw what they did when he put those boys together last year. That game was like phenomenal.
Yeah, man, it was a lot.
You know what I'm saying? I see a lot of parity in those two teams, except
that was a lot of offense and bad defense.
But that's what I'm saying.
That's supposed to have a good defense.
That team does have a good defense. It's just a matter of look at all the weapons. I don't see New Orleans with the same weapons as Kansas City.
I mean, did you see? They went toe to toe.
I didn't even get to watch the game last year. I was actually driving. I was on the road coming back from out of town. I was listening to it when I heard the penalty on the radio. That's funny that we talk about it because I remember it that way. But what I'm saying is, man, I really do think that the Rams are going to put it together. I think Todd Gurley's going to come out here, play with a purpose.
You must got Todd Gurley on your fantasy team.
I actually don't, man. I don't.
The Rams have a chance.
I got Drew Brees.
Yeah, Drew Brees gonna get you a lot of points.
I need them points.
The Rams got a chance, man, but the Saints, they're winning this ball game. It's gonna be a close ball game.
What's the score, man?
Be somewhere between 35-31. It'll be close.
Okay, so 30's like what I said.
Yeah, it's gonna be in the 30s.
Saints.
But the Saints are definitely winning this ball game. They will not have the same referees that was in that playoff game last year. Even though y'all had plenty of time to win that game, the referees made a bad call.
And they will be playing where, brother? They're going to be playing
in LA. It's in LA.
So they're out of the dome. They are looking at... Here's my thing, man. I think, if anything, the Rams should take a play out of our playbook from last year. You put pressure on Drew Brees, that's a totally different team.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I'm saying? And those guys have the defense to do it. You have the opportunity to put pressure on Brees. You put pressure on Brees, it's a blowout, man. That's. But like I said, I think it's gonna be mid-30s with the Rams pulling it out. That's just my call, though.
Well, you bet me a case of Dr. Pepper.
You heard it here.
Case.
You heard it here.
I want my case.
You'll never get it.
I want my case because the Saints winning this ball game. I'm telling you.
We'll see, bro. We'll see.
Bust you up every week, man.
So, let us know what you guys think. Who's going to win? We've previewed the Cowboys. We've previewed the Eagles. And we've previewed the Saints games. Let us know in the comments who you think is going to win, what the score will be. We look forward to reading them, keeping them with you guys. When we come back, our final topic of the day, some key injuries for fantasy football players, just some guys that you may want to get out of your lineup before Sunday comes around. So stick around with us. We'll be back.